is brilliant. So popular. And Kenny, it's always a pleasure to talk to you because you introduced Meaco, the specialist in moving air.
That's all they do. They specialise in air. This is the Meaco ABC 12 Dehumidifier. Now look, dehumidifiers control the amount of moisture in the air. We like some, it's important, but we don't like too much. If there's too much, normally happens in kind of autumn and spring. You've shut the windows, it's cold outside, you're taking showers, it's all down the window, it's condensation. Your clothes take longer to dry, it seems to have a cold chill in the house. Dehumidifier is what you need because it draws that excess water out of the air and puts it in a wee tank at the back. Meaco do it. They do it this way, quietly.
Is it on?
I tell you, yes, it is. I always have to do this. I'm going to stick a little streamer. Yes, it's on.
It's one of the quietest dehumidifiers.
Yes, that's what they do.
It is fabulous. But what does sort of 10 litres or 12 litres of water look like? ABC
12. So what they're saying is, in 24 hours, it will draw out 12 litres of water if your house is really bad. If the conditions are so bad, this will draw 12 litres. That's 12 litres there. I've put the hose there as well. You can see the hose on the end there because as well as draining into the tank at the back here, you can also just pop the hose in through there and drain it straight through to a drain or a sink or whatever you want there. So it just fits the normal hose. You don't get the hose, you don't get the bottles, you get this.
Now, this is a fabulous one. If you wake up in the morning and your windows are covered in that condensation, it's dripping down, you're getting the black mould around the outside.
That's it.
You can see that. But that moisture is in the cupboards, it's in the back of the kitchen cupboards, it's in your wardrobe, and it's everywhere because moisture travels. Now, that can cause damage that you don't see until your kilt or your dinner jacket or your
wedding dress that you've got in the loft
is ruined. Now, mould tends to not come out. You can have it dry cleaned, it just seems to stay.
Well, the other thing is, so we want the humidity set at 55 is perfect.
So look, you do need some humidity.
You do need some. We say between 40 and 60. Look, I'm going to lean this forward here. There are a few dials on here that I want to in particular show you. I wonder if you can see that there. The studio is so dry, it is 27. Now, we expect that in the studio. That's why we're always drinking water. You know, you've got these doors that seal it up for sound and whatever. But I just want to show you this little feature here. There's a little icon here, which is a T-shirt. If I press that, what happens is the light comes on to let you know you've got that. It's when in boost mode, the fan's on high. It'll automatically help dry your clothes in your house for 6 hours, just by pressing that, and then we can leave it.
Mam's Term says, this is my second dehumidifier. The laundry function is a godsend in the wet winter and the summer in Wales. I know what you mean. Try it. You'll dry your clothes so quickly. And if you put your clothes on the radiator, this works brilliantly. Because instead of the moisture condensing on the windows, it's going in here, and you just pour it. By the way, the water that you pour out is brilliant for watering.
Well, it is. You can water the, you water the plants with it. I'll just show you.
Steam iron with it. It's really good.
When it fills up, 2.6 litres will go in the tank here at the back, and then you'll see a red light saying it's full. The other thing is, set it at 55. Set it at 55 and leave it on the humidistat there.
And it'll come on and off as it needs to.
Yeah, because if you don't need to dehumidify the air, it leaves it. It's perfect.
Great.
This was the first time I heard the phrase AI. This is the first one we brought. Yeah, a couple of years. Yes, but good artificial intelligence.
So how does that work?
Because it's analysing the air every half an hour for you, so it'll stay off if it's not needed. So that's it there. But it does it cheaply. It's cost-effective, Simon.
That's quietly, because a lot of dehumidifiers look similar. They're little white boxes sit in the corner room, but they're noisy and irritating. You don't even know this is on.
You know, look, if I said this was a car, this would be the Rolls-Royce, quite frankly. I hate to say those with analogies like that.
It's a luxury one, isn't it?
But it's designed by Meaco, British company. They spend a lot of time in design, a lot of time getting the noise down.
Very quiet.
Very quiet. Also, the energy down. It's important these days. We like it to be low cost. It helps when you've put the radiators on, you've put the washing over it. That dampness has got, as you say, the house is fabric. It goes into the fabric of the clothes, the building, the wardrobes, the doors, your purses, your bags, your good shoes. It actually goes in the loft. So all those important gifts and those photographs you've had for years, ruined by dampness.
And you can get rid of the dampness. Now, if you've got floods, you get dehumidifiers. And I know a lot of people have got, and they get sold out all the time. You put the hose in, it's on full blast all the time.
All the time.
But you don't need to let the moisture build up. No. And that's the problem, is when it gets to too high a level.
If you're smelling it, spores happen at 60 50% humidity. Then you're going to smell that above that. If you're smelling dampness, you have got a problem. There is a whole thing about health and safety with landlords and all of that carry on. Dehumidifiers is what it's all about. Look, folks, here's the secret. Try it.
That's true.
Just try it. Most of the reviews are from people who've never had one, and they're cracking 5-star reviews. Try it. If this little tank fills up in 3 or 4 days, you needed it. If it fills up quicker than that, then oh my gosh, people, you really did need this.
Do you know what? The 20,000 of them have been ordered. There is a fabulous offer because there's no delivery charge. If you're not happy with it, we'll come and pick it up and give you a full reading. We've got 4 easy payments, but look at the reviews. This is so awesome. I was having condensation every day on a bungalow windows, but since plugging this in, not a drop. It's a genius gadget. Others might not be so quiet. That's the great thing. It does it really well.
Does the job.
And it's quiet.
Yeah, it does it cheaply, economical and quietly. Full controls up there, timers for turning it off. It's so much to talk about.
Do you know what? Give it a try. If you've got any concerns, put it to the test. And it could be that you've maybe had new windows and new doors put in. And since then, you've noticed the problem. Because the old ones allowed air to move in all the time. We do need some air, but if you don't want to open the windows in January and February...
That's right. That's right.
This looks after the air.
If you're doing decorating, it helps dry the plaster, the walls, the wallpaper. Brilliant.
We used to use them on when we did real rooms. You know, the plaster would come in. Oh, we got finished by 6 o'clock tonight.
That's what you need.
Get the dehumidifiers in.
And
they really make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
Dries your clothes really quickly. By the way, there's no advanced orders on this. When it's gone, it's gone. I'm hoping we can get some more. It's been one of the best sellers. And you're back at... Are you back at 1 o'clock?
Back at 1 if there's stock.
Oh. OK, well, make sure you confirm your order, otherwise you might miss out. If you're buying the second one, you'll absolutely love it. You know you already do. But it is a great machine. Yes. Kenny, thank you ever so much.
Pleasure.
Lovely to see you. Do confirm any of the orders that you've got an interest in, because I don't want you to miss out, especially with the today's special value and this disappearing very fast indeed. I'm joining Sean from New Garden in the show, so stay tuned.